Hi, everybody. Welcome back and happy Thursday. Okay, guys. So, as you know, yesterday I announced I'm going to be doing my birthday party and I'm going to be doing it with Daisy from Below Deck Sailing Yacht and also Monica Garcia from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Guys, it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be on Saturday, July 6th on King Street. I do hope if you guys are coming, just because we need to know how many people are coming, and it's going to be a packed house. So just RSVP to ASST@upandadamlive.com. Just so we know you're coming. That way we will make sure there's space for you. You're not waiting in a line, all of that. Otherwise, I can't I can't control all of it. But I'm doing my best. But guys, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And let's jump right in. We got some Jersey to talk about.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So we're going to start here with the Teresa Giudice of it all. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Teresa revealed on a recent episode of her new podcast that a Real Housewives of New Jersey season 1 moment featuring her and Jacqueline was staged by producers. Now, after opening up about her initial thoughts about Andy Cohen's feelings toward her and insisting that the show is actually real on the debut episode of her new series, she welcomed Jacqueline and she looked back on her cash-paying scene from the first season. You guys remember this? Hold on. I'm going to play it real quick. It's so weird to be back in my studio. I'm trying to get my little bearings here. Being gone for 2 days throws you off. Here we go.
Jacqueline, remember the furniture store?
Oh my God. They were handing you the money.
Wait, can we talk about that? I mean, come on. We have to talk about that. I mean, even though
of course you
I
can
think
talk
that's
about
why
that.
the government even I think I mean, I even think that's why the government came after us,
The producers were like, I think it'd be cool if you paid in cash. And we're like, we already have this much cash on
I know.
it. So
I had 200 on me. Jacqueline had 300 on her. She always had cash on her. I mean, that day I ended up having 200 on me. Jacqueline had 300.
Gave you a bunch of whatever mixed in. So it looked like a lot.
They gave her more money. See that? That's wild.
I don't even think they did. Jacqueline, it was 300 and my 200. That was it. It was $500 bills. And I went like that.
I feel like I remember them giving you money. And then they were like, just act like you're paying.
It looked like you got more than that.
There was hundreds mixed in with others, smaller bills.
Yeah,
but
you're going to go pay cash and you're going to give 20s and 10s.
I know. It's funny. Love it. We're like, yeah, paying cash.
So guys, what we're trying to say is that when I went to that furniture store, I think it was season 1, right? Was it season 1, Jacqueline? It was season 1. And they showed how much my furniture was, 140,000, whatever it was. And then I'm hearing him giving out $100 bills, counting out $100 bills. And then they showed the calculator. It looked like I had all that money cash on me.
Was it?
I mean, who would walk around? I would have had to walk around with 2 briefcases about this. Jacqueline, remember?
That makes a lot of sense. And that could have been the reason that they came out. That's been the rumor for a long time, that was the reason that the feds went after them, because they were paying cash. And they're like, wait a minute, hold up. How do you got so much cash? And now to come to find out, I think that there are multiple moments where sometimes, and I feel like these Bravo celebrities are getting a lot smarter, where they're not always necessarily going to listen to exactly what the producers are telling them, because at the end of the day, the producers are there to make a show. Whatever follows you after that, that's on you. So if you get your ass in trouble, it's because you agreed to do what they asked you to do. There's no liability on the producers, which could be a huge, huge issue for you. But hold on. It doesn't stop there. Now, getting past that, because they did talk about it a little bit, but on the June 10th episode of Turning the Tables, Teresa confessed to thinking that Andy hated her during her early seasons on Real Housewives in New Jersey. He hates me. He always asks me the hardest questions, and I'm like, he doesn't ask anybody else these questions. I feel like he drills me. And she said, he was just doing his job. I didn't get it at first and I didn't understand it. And it took a while for me to understand it. I was very sensitive about it. But as for the realness of reality TV, Teresa insisted that despite her claims against producers, what fans see from her on the show is authentic. What you see on the show is actually real. What you see, people put out there, like, obviously that's not real, but that's up to you guys to decide from watching the show and the history that you have with all of us to decide who's being real and who's not being real. I'm as real as they come. I don't know how to be any other way. I only know how to be authentic. I also got like a little bit of a kick, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, out of just like listening to this and the whole Turning the Tables podcast because I thought in my head it was just a very interesting group of people that she brought on for this Turning the Tables podcast. I was like, okay, Jacqueline Larita and Kim D. All right. But no. I'm willing to say now, knowing that Teresa has been on Watch What Happens Live over 40 something times, that even though she's calling out the fakery of the production and the behind the scenes, breaking the fourth wall, giving her own reunion, I don't think Andy Cohen hates her. But speaking of hate, turn to love, turn to hate, turn back to love, maybe. I wanted to bring this up really quick too, because this one kind of threw me off a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I didn't see this coming. Kenya Moore. Now, we all know that Kenya Moore is suspended, fired, whatever the thing is. I'm pretty sure they're not bringing her back, but it's obviously not been the greatest in recent weeks for her. The word is that she's suspended, but also that she may be getting fired. However, she does have a bit of positive news as her estranged husband, Mark Daly, recently urged fans on social media to support her newly opened hair spa. Not only that, but she discussed how she is about the new version of her friendship with Portia Williams. Fans will recall that Kenya and Mark tied the knot in a private ceremony in 2017 and welcomed their daughter Brooklyn into the world the following year. However, the two split less than a year, and still their divorce is not finalized despite being in the final stages. Despite them being no longer together and Kenya having publicly expressed her disdain for Mark, he recently took to social media to support the Kenya Moore hair spa. Mark, who posted using his restaurant's Instagram page, which is SOCOBK, added an entry with the caption, "There is nothing a woman can't do. Men might think they do all things by themselves, but a woman is always there guiding them or helping them." The post itself has a picture of Kenya with their daughter Brooklyn and word art that reads, "Support Black-owned businesses, support women-owned businesses." The post also has an animation that says, "Together we rise." But in other Kenya news, she went live the day the rumors began to swirl that she had been suspended. When she started the live session, she said that once she reached 100,000 viewers, she would reveal what really happened on the show. However, she only got to about 11,000 or so, but most fans assume she never intended to get to 100,000 because she probably can't speak about what happened. And also because 100,000 viewers on Instagram Live is like ridiculous, even for much, much, much bigger stars. Plus, it was a Friday afternoon, which means people are out doing things. However, she did express her love for Portia and how far they've come. And notably, Portia and some of the other Atlanta ladies were watching the live and sending Kenya support. Luckily, the Bravo Shade Room was able to capture that part of the live. And Kenya says, "By the way, Portia, I'm happy about our friendship. Like, girl, you are doing your thing, and I love getting to know you on this level. It's a beautiful thing. So, Portia, thank you for your support." And despite the love, many people in the comment section felt that Kenya was trying to remain on good terms with the ladies in order to remain on the show. One Instagram user said, "Trying her best to stay cool with the ladies," while another had this to say, "I knew she was going to be cool with Portia because who else?" Hopefully, we'll soon know one way or the other where Kenya stands with the show. While everyone agrees that what Kenya did was wrong, many feel as though Bravo may need to rework their idea for season 16 if they fire Kenya. Guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are, especially about the Kenya of it all, but more so the Teresa calling out the fake scene. Is this the scene that got her in trouble with the feds? Like, did this contribute? I really, that throws me for a loop. I want to know what you guys think. So pop off in the comment section. Also, guys, do not forget, here it is. I posted it on the community tabs, but we are doing my 31st birthday Saturday, July 6th at Lamar's in downtown Charleston off of King Street. Come play with us. RSVP to ASST@upandadamlive.com. You're not going to want to miss it. And I want to make sure that we can account for everybody, because if a ton of people just show up, it's going to be a little bit more of a cluster. So I already know it's going to be packed, but I just want to make sure I can get you in, of course. But I love you guys. See you next time. Bye.